What's up, everybody? It's Arius Rock. And y'all hit the like and subscribe button and hit the little bell sound notification if y'all don't mind. Because I want to bring positivity or truth. You know, sometimes the truth don't sound so positive, but the truth is the truth. You know, the truth, you know, is an on swinging pendulum. You know, it goes the way it goes, but if it's true, it's true, you know. So it's positive to some people who want to know the truth, and then it may be negative to people who don't want to hear the truth. But this video is going to be about love, you know. Hold on. Someone's calling me. It's about, told you guys what to do, so let this call pass and then I'm gonna finish. Okay, this is about love and family, you know, because black families, we do a lot of hurtful stuff. We're being all about self, so we do stuff in front of children, in front of other people's children. We're on the defense with one another before we want to greet each other in a positive way. We're on the defense. For example, yesterday while walking in the library with my daughter, and mind you, I'm with my daughter, some little woman, and I'm gonna be honest, she wasn't very easy on the eyes. Maybe that's what it was. She looked like she was trying to be a man, but she still wore like a female bottom. And she had golds in the bottom of her mouth, and it looked like she was growing hair on her face. She was not very good looking at all. It halfway grossed me out. And I'm walking with my button up in khakis. See, like I don't dress like I don't sag my clothes, you know. And the door can't open unless you step in front of it. The sensor go off and then the doors slide open. So me and my daughter walked through the sliding doors, and then this woman ran right into me. Little woman, instead of letting us get finished coming in, she just thought, I figured her plan was to walk through me. And she rushed through the side of me and bumped my arm. Of course, she bounced off of it and then told me, "Excuse you?" And I said, "You bumped it to me, man." And she, "No, I didn't." And she went ghetto on me. But I mean, I'm on the side of town where it's more hood, you know, right now. But I'm normally on a side of town where, you know, it's our people, but it's the people who did something for themselves more and not on welfare. Because I don't get that, you know. So it kind of inspired me to make a video just about love. And then I had other instances where my daughter have family members who kind of do stuff toward her, speak so bad toward her, say she did stuff. And my daughter I'm not speaking because she's my daughter, but because of what I taught her, because of many situations that she dealt with the correct way because of what she was taught, and the way she speaks on her family members is always in a loving manner. And then these same family members will say the worst things about her and their kids. So it's shocking to know that they even speak that way, because I mean, I've never heard them until recently, I ain't gonna lie, you know. And yeah, I mean, they need discipline. So, but in these times, you can't discipline other people's children without having a problem with the adult. And that's a big problem. That's why the children are so bad, the adults are so divided, because the kids are not the best children, but instead of fixing the problem, they just gonna say, "Oh, well, no, it wasn't my child." And then we just got ongoing situations. Children have started problems between grown-ups in communities to the point where the all-out knockout, drag outs, sometimes can even result to gunplay. All because you had a badass little child who was wrong and needed their ass tore up. Honestly, it was past the talking. You need to put foot to ass. You know what I mean? But the children are gonna continue to be that way if the adults don't get it together. We got to display some type of unity in front of children. You got to stop making it about yourself. You got to stop being ashamed of the stuff you did wrong in the past and understand that you're human. And black people as a collective, majority of us got skeletons in our closets. So it's too easy to find something wrong with one another. So why look for something you know you're gonna find if you search? Why not find the good in us and start highlighting that more? You know, I mean, children got to see it. If they don't see that, they don't see no reason to respect you. They don't see no reason to respect other adults if their parents don't respect other adults. So now, grown-ups try to tell the child, hey, stop that or cut it out. And the child gonna curse them out and go and get their parents. And the parents is gonna further behave like a damn fool. And then but the sad part is, the person who tries to correct the child most likely is a damn fool too. And got a child that they've trained to be a damn fool as well. And that's sad. But it starts at home. How you interact with one another amongst your peers around the household. You know what I mean? Because of the family structure is being destroyed. The TV is raising them. Now, even if you have a mother and father, it's a good chance the child gonna still turn out some way that you didn't intend, because while you at work and the mother's in a room not paying attention, guess what? Your child is on the internet. Head is buried into the screen, and all type of poison is spewing out of that internet into that child's mind, and eventually it's gonna go to that child's heart. And it's gonna mold and shape the child's thinking, and you're gonna be talking about, I didn't raise you to be that way, because you're not paying attention. If you didn't raise them to be that way, but a child soak up everything like a sponge and they're still getting molded by someone or something, then why don't you investigate where it's coming from? Because it's messing us up on a level that most of our people don't understand, because they're all about self. They're only looking at their household. But you got to remember that you are a part of a culture. And I'm not talking about no human culture. I'm talking about a black African culture. And you write the story of where you want your culture to go by what you do. It starts with one person at a time. I'm doing my part. So I'm just spreading the message that we should all do our part. Because of what one person do reflects us all. That's the trick to this people on the internet who do a lot of foul stuff, and then they say, well, just don't watch me. Meanwhile, you still doing the damage. That's damage to us all. If the body was alive, and I don't mean like the soul was in the body, I mean if my flesh, because I'm inside of my body. I'm saying if the soul didn't operate the body, and the finger spoke for itself, and the toes, the feet spoke for itself, and the arms and legs spoke for itself. Think about this. You cut the arm bleeds. The feet and fingers gonna say, hey, get it together, because we all hurting here. Well, what sense would it make for the arm to tell the feet and the fingers to mind their business when we're all one in totality? So if you're on the internet and you're leaving bad content and you're making black people look bad because of what you're doing, you can't tell other black people to mind their business, because you're still doing damage on us all. That means since you're behaving the way you are, a person I don't know is gonna think that I behave that way. So since I understand that we are all one, it's my job to tell you to stop that shit because you are making us all look bad. But if you say to people on the internet, I'm pro-black, right? And then you tell them, stop watching if you don't like what I'm saying, then ultimately you are not pro-black. You can't be pro-black. How can you be pro-black and tell black people to stop watching you if they don't like what you're saying when you represent us all? That means you have the European mindset of selfishness, all about self. The way they trained you to be all about self. Because save yourself narrative is a European ideology. That keeps black people from looking at each other as one and the same. And because if you can't look at us as one and the same, then you see no reason to straighten up or adjust yourself on behalf of us. You don't hold yourself accountable for nothing that go on in a black culture. You just when you see something happen to us, you just go, oh, you rationalize it. But if it happens to you, then you want the love of all black people. So that's called manipulation. And no, you don't manipulate your people to a new religion or occultism or, sexualize them. You don't manipulate them like that for that reason, because your people have already been attacked for so long. To the point that you shouldn't even want to manipulate for no other reason but unity. And not on no sick manner. It's not about money. It should be about money. We can't afford to worry about money. We can't really worry about nothing. The only thing we should be worried about is human survival, to still be on this planet. There were some brothers online the other day said, where would the African American be 50 years from now? And I don't know what they were intending to speak about or how. I listened for a while in support, because any brother making content like that needs to be heard. We need to think about that. We need to be more critical thinkers and stop avoiding topics because of what we think the white power structure is going to say. We know what they're going to say. We got to stop being ruled by fear. Because if we're ruled by fear, we're never going to get any result. Fear is the key to religion. That's what holds us back. That's why no matter what you do, no matter what you call it or how you dress it up, if you implement a fear-based substance, then you just turned it into religion. Because a religion is not going to invoke fear. I mean, a non-religion, anything that's good for you, not going to invoke fear for you to follow it. You're going to follow it because it's good for you and you know it must be done. It must be done. We can't be afraid to die. Death is inevitable. People die for nothing every day. Why not stand for something? Why not die for something? And to die for a cause of the continuation of your culture, there's no ultimate or greater cause than that. We got to repair our family structure. The internet is ruling us in the black culture, because when you give something as powerful as the internet to people who have already been broken for over 1,600 years, because we got to add in the Arab slave trade as well. We must add in the Arab slave trade as well, because they are some monsters. They are devils who gets respected.
Work on in my journey
and Jess Hilarious, I don't even listen to her because honestly, I'm not big on comedy unless it's a comedian on a large scale, which preferably, I ain't gonna lie, my favorite guy, which may not even be as big, is is Tony Roberts. To me, the man is just hilarious. And, you know, hey, and Mike Epps. Them are the two funniest, D-Ray Davis. Them are the three funniest comedians to me. So, I mean, I think there's some good comedians, but them are my favorite right there. You understand? But the internet, if you give the internet a tool that powerful to some a race of people who's not grounded in culture, then ain't no telling what they're gonna get out of it. So as parents, you got to govern that better. We got to do more than this parental stuff, because whoever made it know that parental lock wasn't gonna work. Because regardless, the children are still doing stuff online they shouldn't do. You understand me? You got your daughters, they all making this video where they dancing and they got their private in the damn screen. You understand? Because I was telling my daughter about videos and she told me about this video. And she said it looked like they've been tricked. Because she said the little girl called it one thing, but if you see it, it's ridiculous. And I'm like, how the hell? And then they sneak to do it. So you know these kids know it's not right. So you mothers need to watch these videos and stop excusing stuff. Your kids are tricking y'all nowadays. Tell you it's one thing, but if it don't look right, you need to go off how it look. Follow your instincts. Damn, y'all stop using your own damn instincts now. That's crazy. My instincts matter first still. That's a part of your human existence. You can't fake your human instincts. That's why it continue to flare. But you got to think about what's shaping your subconscious. Because if your subconscious get reshaped to think what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right, then your human instincts will be off balance as well. You understand? Now, as family, we need to start sitting down every week and talking to our children. If you do it long enough, they'll start opening up. But it can't be a forceful thing. Make it a fun, peaceful environment. I don't know if y'all may be giving hell all week. Just find that one day where you make the time. Don't say you got time. Don't make time to go get high and drunk with your friends or go shake your behind with another homegirl and look like a damn fool, making yourself look like a disgrace. Don't go hang out with your partners. Go get your kids on the weekend. Stop making excuses. Stop trying to pull double shifts and then pretend like you're pulling double shifts so you can get out of getting your children. Go pick them up. Just talk. If y'all do that, have sincere talk. Open up to your own kids about stuff you don't want them to know. Stop lying and stop trying to make yourself look good. Just be real. Be real for a good 30 minutes a day. A good 30 minutes a day on the weekends. That alone will change the relationship between you and your child, and then they'll be more honest. And this light is reflecting, but hey. So this message is just about family structure and love. So, you know, you can take what you want from it. If you can make a better video that can express it better, then please do it, you know. Because we all for one and one for all. Africans, though. I'm not talking no one race culture. We need to get off of that. These folks would have accepted us a long time ago if that's what they wanted to do. But black people are always begging for everyone to like us. How about we like ourselves? How about we big ourselves up? Why don't we all pat each other on the back and leave them out of our mix if that's what they want? I mean, it's obvious, right? Let's go back into history. You understand? And that's all I got for you. Don't make me slap the shit out of you. Nah, you get it together now. Don't make me slap the shit out of you.